guys, it's Blinky, and today we're going to talk about the Reworked Coldwind map and why it feels more tougher to play Huntress on it. This video is purely all based on my experiences and opinions. You can either take it with a grain of salt or not. But before we jump into the video, my name is Cam. I try to show my passions for the games I play and showcase it. I also stream on Twitch from Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 9 PM Eastern, so pop in if you ever want to talk about Dead by Daylight and other games. Also got the socials where I post stuff on TikTok, Insta, and more. We also got a Discord server where we hang out. If you want to consider supporting and you enjoy my content, please consider clicking that sub button as it really helps a lot. Before I start talking about the rework, I want to first talk about the old version of the Coldwind realms. They felt much smaller, easier to work around with, but the cornfield itself was always difficult to look through. It was around for 5 years, but we got used to it. After the rework got released with a better graphical update, I wanted to experiment with the realm. There are 5 maps in this realm: Fractured Cowshed, Rented Abattoir, Rotten Field, the Thompson House, and Torment Creek. I find some of the rework maps beautiful. However, all of my opinions that I'm about to say is what I believe make these maps harder to use Huntress on. First things first, the brightness. The Coldwind realm is based around sundown. I find the map too bright. Even barbecue or finding gems can be difficult due to the yellow clashing with the red auras. It makes it more difficult to work with. Second of all, the cornfield. It's slightly still the same, however, it's still difficult to look through. I think there's still more to change. The old Coldwind maps were my favorite to play in, but now it's just not the same. It feels much more difficult. Third of all, map size and obstacles. There's far more obstacles in the rework maps. It's much harder to find survivors, feels much bigger, and overall isn't that pleasant to play in. Due to map size, again, Huntress still will struggle with gen pressure, but the old versions were better to apply pressure in. A good example of comparison would be Reworked Ormond versus the old Ormond. Yes, they did improve quality, however they didn't completely change it entirely. It was the same map, but they just improved quality for the most part. Didn't change the map in terms of moving around, map size, adding things, etc. Coldwind's rework felt like it was the most changed besides Crowded Pen Asylum. I can still manage fine, but I'll always struggle on Torment Creek. It's an absolute pain to play in, but in that map, I never had an issue on the old Torment Creek. To make Huntress more manageable for Coldwind maps, if you do get these, it's to slap them Gen, Survivor, or a perk to make use of Gen and Survivor Pressure and use the Growing Concussion add-on. These are my thoughts on why the Reworked Coldwind realm isn't that good for Huntress right now in my opinion. What are your thoughts? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.